Hi guys, and welcome back. This is the top to an old wooden barrel that fell apart. Mine has a little bit of moss and stuff on it. You can find these at Michael's actually, and they're in good condition. So what I decided to do was mixed a little white paint with water and whitewashed it. And then I used a little heavier. It was still mixed with water, but I used it a little heavier on the edges, but I didn't want to go on the corners or on the edges, but just right up to the edge, and kind of ombre, I guess kind of an ombre type look, and got lighter as I went to the center. And as it dries, it looks a little clearer, and you can see it here. So next I used these black numbers and just kind of laid them out where I wanted them. This isn't going to be a functional clock, but just decorative. So I used bigger numbers on the 12, 3, 6, and 9, and the smaller ones on the other numbers. And then I laid them out and then used a super glue and super glued them down once I got them into place. And here it is. I love it. I don't want to do anything else to it. I just want it real rustic and super simple. I love it. Okay, so next I'm going to use these Easter eggs that I got at the Dollar Tree. I actually got them last year. And I'm going to cut them apart because they've got a little piece where they're stuck together there. And I'm going to trim off that little edge, and then I'm going to use my hot glue and glue them kind of back to back. And you do need to kind of hold it on there because it is plastic. It's kind of slippery with the hot glue. So even though you might set it on there, don't walk away from it. It might slide and then dry in the wrong place. So once you get them glued down, just make sure that they stay centered and I guess level, and that's it. That's as far as we go here. Our next step is I'm going to take these outside and I'm going to use this hammered silver paint. I'm loving it. It makes everything look like galvanized metal. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray them on all sides and on the inside as well. Okay, so they've been transformed into galvanized metal. And I'm going to use this jute twine, and I'm just going to hot glue it on right in the center. And I'm going to wrap it around and down just a little ways. You could do your own design here. This is just how I'm choosing to do it. I just wanted something somewhat simple. Okay, so I like how this looks, so I'm going to go ahead and do all 6 of them just like this. It is completely farmhouse looking, very simple and chic. Okay, so for our next DIY, I'm going to use this willow wreath that I got at the Dollar Tree, and some cotton balls, also from the Dollar Tree, and a pine cone from my yard. And I'm going to pull off the pine cone seeds, and we're going to make a cotton wreath. And how I do this is I'm going to pull each cotton ball, like kind of stretch it out and pull it apart so it's not so tight into a ball. And then I'm going to glue 2 or 3 cotton balls together. And then I'm going to glue on the bottom the pine cone seeds. And that's going to make it look like that cotton was just pulled off and just picked, and it still has its seed pod on the bottom of it. And I'm just gonna glue them onto my wreath. And I do have a video on how to do the stems. Of course, I do one cotton ball on the stems. This is for a fuller look. And like I said, I just glue them on. And I do a few like this, kind of randomly on the wreath. And then you can start just gluing the cotton balls on the wreath in periodic places and doing just some of the ones with this pine cone stems at the bottom. And once I get them all glued on and where I like them, I do add a few sticks sticking out, making sure a few of the sticks are sticking out. And then you can go back and take those pine cone seeds and glue them in there individually where you want them, because you do want to be able to see those, and it just kind of speeds up the process a little bit, to me anyway. All right, next we are going to do an arrangement, and I'm going to use these flowers, this little bird nest, and I just pulled the tops off of these flowers. I'm not sure where I got them. They've got a good variety at the Dollar Tree that you could use for these. These kind of resemble a Queen Anne's lace. And this candle holder, it's just a metal candle holder. And this style of arrangement could work on any candle holder. So I just set it on the bottom and I start placing these flowers around the base of it. I'm not gluing anything. I don't want anything permanent. I use this plastic bird. I'm not even sure where I got that. I have seen those at Walmart though, similar. And I also use this white baby's breath I got at the Dollar Tree and just use a little bit of it. I want it very light and springy. And just set those in there, a plain white candle on top, and I wanted just a little bit of yellow, and they do have those at the Dollar Tree. Like I said, I just pulled off a couple of the individual flowers and poked them in there, here and there, just real light, real easy, and spring-like, and I love this. Okay, for this last DIY, I'm going to use this wooden tray, which you can find those at any Goodwill, and this 88-cent placemat that I got from Walmart, some spray adhesive, and I'm just going to spray a little bit of that adhesive at the bottom of the tray and set that in there. And it is plastic, so it'll be easy to wipe down if anything gets in there, and it's not permanent. I like that. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of jute twine to the handles. I just felt like it needed something, which you could go on and add to this, but I wanted it simple, and I just wanted it that light spring farmhouse feel, and I think that this does it. I just wrapped the jute twine around that top handle and it turned out great. I did put a little hot glue on it to hold it. Okay guys, here we are. The cotton wreath, you could hang that anywhere, put it on anything. The simple farmhouse tray, I absolutely love it. And you could hang that on the wall. I actually have a chicken tray hanging on my kitchen wall right now. But I love how it's simple. It's kind of got that country French feel, which I personally love, and very springy. Here are our egg holders, egg cups, I think that they're technically called, and our spring arrangement. If you're curious about those silver chargers, those were just done with that same hammered finish, and it gives them that galvanized feel as well. And I just love how everything turned out. I hope you guys liked them too. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and I will talk to you next time. Bye bye for now.